All right, now listen up, girls. One time only. Line right up here, kiss the Fonz for $1. Now that's a bargain at any price.
I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
Action Jackson is my name. Bold adventure is my game.
Welcome back once again to Richard's Toy Room. Today we have a special treat. We are going to do the unboxing of 3 of the new Megos. This is the new incarnation of the Mego Corporation that was famous for action figures in the 1970s and early 80s. They're a beloved part of many baby boomer and Gen Xers who grew up with all these classic figures, playing with them, and now for the most part they're back. There are some differences in the construction of the new versus the old figures. What you have here are 3 figures. The reason I picked these 3 figures is because these 2 have just recently gone on clearance, so I picked up some extras. Haven't opened any of my Megos yet except for the Sulu, which turned out to be defective, so I took it back and got a replacement, which I haven't opened yet. So anyway, that's why I'm opening up these 2, so I'm going to put them on display loose. The Fonzie, he is already defective, the bubbles separating. I bought him to open anyway, but since I got a deal on him and the card's kind of all messed up and he's coming to open anyway, he's going to be open. And as a bonus, we're going to compare these 3 figures to their original 1970s Mego counterparts. Kind of do a little review on, have they kept their charm? Are the old ones better than the new ones? I mean, probably. Are they worth putting in your collection next to the vintage stuff, or do they kind of belong in their own new section? So anyway, let's get started. I guess we'll do one at a time, so we'll just... Oh, and on top of that, the reason I picked this Muhammad Ali specifically is because when I was doing the other video, I literally picked it up by the bubble and the bubble came off the card, so he kind of cheated. He's already open even though I haven't taken him out yet. So we'll start with the Fonzie. Looks like Target put a replacement peg thing on the back here, and the tape is kind of keeping me from popping this bubble off. There we go. Okay. There we go. Fresh Megos. So, and he comes with a little comb. Now, so far, that is a difference from the original. He did not come with a comb. Now, I don't have my Happy Days Megos on display yet because I don't have a place for them. So, here's Fonzie. I'll do the comparison after I open them, but we're just going to review the actual figure. So let's see. Stands up very easily. Arms are pretty tight. I don't know why they're so tight. At the shoulders, and you hear that kind of cracking. Ooh, that don't sound good. It almost feels like they want to break. Anyway, they do pivot though. His leather jacket's soft. It's got a Velcro closure. He has a short sleeve t-shirt. He has jeans with closure in the back, Velcro. Body seems pretty solid. I don't see any issues with that. Boots. These are like Action Jackson black boots. Sculpt is very true to the original Mego. Let's see if he can hold his comb. Well, sort of. If you turn it sideways, you can hold it, but I don't think it's going to stay in there too well. Anyway, I'd say well worth the $6.48. The head feels a little hard. They're not very soft like the Megos, the original Megos were a lot softer vinyl. This is almost like a plastic. The bodies are seem a little bit more plasticky than the original Megos. They seem more of a really thick, like I don't know what kind of plastic it would be called, but it's like a plastic that would give a little bit. This seems like these don't give. These are like, you squeeze them too hard, they feel like they would probably crack or something, whereas the original Megos would give. And the hands, let's see, there's really no flexibility in them. I mean, not any more than a regular Mego. So pretty decent. Let's move on to Muhammad Ali. Let's see how easy we can open this. Oh gosh, look at that. See what I mean? Now, I'm not sure what I guess this is his belt. Boy, that is kind of cheesy. It's just a piece of like same material the bubble's made of. Like a printed vinyl. Wow, that is really cheesy. See how the gloves are nice. They do have splits down here so that they don't break when you put them on, I guess. Let's get the figure out of here and check them out. Just bubble out of the way. All right, let's see. Again, stands up fairly well. Here's the back. It's written Muhammad Ali on the back of his jacket. He's got non-branded shorts with red waistline and red stripes on the sides. He's got plastic, typical plastic boots. They're not rubbery, they're harder plastic. Body's decent. Same issue with the arms, where when you try to lift his arms up this way, they're real tight in the shoulders. I'm thinking that's whatever they deviated from the original Mego body there. Head, about the same as Fonzie's. Pretty decent sculpt. I mean, you know, none of them are perfect, but pretty good. Now, what would probably be decent for customizers is he could make a good you know, just everyday, you know, black guy, because you know he doesn't have it's not like the Jimi Hendrix where he's got like the weird afro and stuff like that and the bandana, whereas he could be like, you know, anybody. So let's try the gloves on him. See if they actually even go on. Okay, yep, that went on. And that went on. Let's see. Now this is where they could have benefited from upgrading the Mego body to the swivel bicep, where this part of the arm moves independently of the shoulder, so you can have different positions. But he's pretty good. You're giving him a generic opponent. Hey, you could dress Fonzie up in some shorts and he could fight him. But anyway, I don't know. This is kind of cheesy though. This stupid belt. I think you probably have to have this thing off for it to fit. But let's see. I don't know. I think that looked kind of stupid. But anyway, it's included. That's what you get. Good figure. Worth the money. Let's do Action Jackson. Now, I never had Action Jackson as a kid. Oddly enough, my first Megos were, well, first ones I remember were the apes, but I think I had like Superman and the Joker and ones like that, Batman, Robin, before that. But those like disappeared long before my childhood was over. I think they broke and probably got thrown away. Because I don't even have remnants. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I do have remnants of them. Like I had some Superman boots and like a Batman boot and things like that that just kind of survived. But besides that, none of the figures did. So Action Jackson, here we go. He's open. He's escaped. First thing we do, let's stand him up. Stands well, no problems there. Very true to the original. Head is pretty hard. Not a lot of flexibility there at all. Same hands and stuff. He has the white short boots like he should. And the jumpsuit, the only difference from the original being Velcro. He's got his little, looks like that's probably heat pressed on there. He's got his elastic belt with the gold buckle. Now he comes with a pistol. I had a big issue with this when I found out that they're marked MC here on the barrel. I mean, it's a nice gun actually. So there's not going to mistake this for anything original Mego because they really didn't make one like this. Which is kind of weird that they would include this, but let's see. Well, he can't hold it. Oh, he can actually even put his finger in the trigger if you play with it a little bit. So let's see. Let's pose him a little here. They all kind of look like they're going to stick up their butt. So there we go. Alrighty. Pretty good figure. I mean, he's your like everyday generic man. He could, you could take the outfit and put it on another guy like Fonzie or Muhammad Ali or anybody and make them part of the Action Jackson adventure team. So how about we compare originals to new now? I don't happen to have a original Action Jackson available at the moment that matches this guy with the suit. The one I have has the light blue nylon suit. This one is the closest one, even though he's a redhead. Now, right off the bat, the difference is the body. This has a Type 0 body with the plastic rivets. And as you can see by his legs, they don't go together as much on a Type 0 body as they do on these like Type 2 bodies. Let's see if they're pretty close to the same height. He might be just a tad taller, but that could be due to the Type 2 body. Now, this Action Jackson head is really soft, while this one is really hard. The boots, pretty much the same. The originals are not as firm as these. The suit, it has a very similar feel. This feels just a little bit more polyester than this one, but very similar. Even the color is pretty darn close. Now the one thing, the belts are a little different. The elastic's a little thicker on the new one than the older. And looks like the buckle's bigger on the new one than the old one also. But the one thing that kind of bugged me was they give you this stupid gun. What they should have done was give you these dog tags. Those are nice. They're hard to find even now for the old guys. So anyway, let's see. I would say I think he's a worthy addition. He'll go good on the shelf next to the originals. So he's good to go. Muhammad Ali. Now that's going to be a little different. Now Muhammad Ali was a 9-inch figure, so you can see right away. He's also notoriously hard to stand up. You can zoom out just a little more there. So you can see, I mean, he's supposed to be 8 inches, but I mean, he's a good, almost, well, yeah, maybe an inch and a half taller. But this is a totally different figure than this one. Now, I do have his robe, but I don't know where it is right now. I dug him out of a box because he's not on display yet. He also has a mechanism that you put in his back, and he actually boxes. You could have got 2 figures in a boxing ring and made them fight. There's like a little thing that you attach back here on this hole in his back, and it moves his whole body like that, and he punches. This one does not, obviously. He also comes with a Everlast belt. They probably couldn't afford the licensing for that. Everlast gloves, and the boots are rubbery, while these are very hard plastic. And also this body is like more like a Barbie, where he's got the joints are inside like a big gym. So totally different, I mean completely different body, completely different. And plus the trunks are different color. These are black with black stripe and red with red stripe. I don't know what the reasoning is for that. But anyway, I think he looks a little more like Muhammad Ali than the new one. But it's still a decent figure. I'm not going to pull these gloves off. Well, actually, I probably could. But these are notorious for the hands breaking or being missing. But there you can see his hand on there. And the gloves also have the split, but they've split even more. But those are very fragile hands on these figures. Not really rare or anything, but they're an odd size, so they're not as desirable as, you know, the 8-inch scale. So anyway, I probably have to give it to the original, obviously, on this, because it's just a totally different figure. He was actually made to play as a boxing figure. I just wish they would have made him smaller. That would have been fit a lot better in with my collection. Last one is Fonzie. Now, obviously, as you know, the difference between the two right off the bat is the comb. This Fonzie did not come with a comb. This one's hair is darker, but there also were variants where the hair was different colors on this. I think I have one where his hair is dark like this. It might even be in the box I dug this one out of. This is one I saw first. The boots are definitely different on this Fonzie than this Fonzie. Like I said, this one has the black Action Jackson boots, the new one, whereas the original has these rubbery, like cowboyish, like half boots, low cut, whatever you want to call them. They also use these on the Dukes of Hazzard figures. Jeans, similar. They also fasten in the back on the original. But the huge difference between this original Fonzie and the new Fonzie, and let's see if they're, now the old Fonzie is actually a little taller, maybe by a quarter to a half an inch. Now I think that's probably because the old Fonzie came on a specialized body, and it was the whole gimmick, and he was the only Mego figure that had this. The whole gimmick of this was that he has thumbs that move. If you can see his thumbs, they're pointing up now. And in the back, he has this lever. And you pull down on this lever, and Fonzie will do his famous 2 thumbs up. If I can get a hold of him here. Where this one does nothing. He's just a regular old body, doesn't have any special features. The leather jacket does not have a snap on the old one, and it has a cloth cuffs and a cloth fringe around the bottom. It looks a little bit more like real leather than this kind of spongy-ish one. Oh, and also the shirt is like a they're cut off at the shoulders on the original, whereas this one had some short sleeves. And this is more of a slick polyester, whereas this is more of I don't know what you would compare it to, like underwear, I guess, maybe. Decent figure. This one wins thumbs up. I was gonna say hands down, but thumbs up. Yeah, there's no comparison between the two. I mean, in that respect. The head seems like it's a little bit smaller on the newer one too, but it's pretty faithful to the original sculpt. So, anyway, there's your 6 figures and their reviews and their comparisons to the originals. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you come back for more. There will definitely be more. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
Bold adventure is my game. Think of what you'd want to be, then call on me.